Hey everyone. Today I want to talk about how God relates to us. God has many names that are mentioned in the Bible. The I am, the first and the last, and Yahweh, just to name a few. But no name is more relatable than Father. He is our Father. And like any good father, he wants his children to do what's right and to stay away from everything that is not good. And like any good father, he warns his children of consequences of bad decisions. He uses his followers to warn others of the consequences of sin. But people don't see it as a warning, though. They see it as being judgmental. Did you think your mom or dad was being judgmental when they warned you what would happen if you didn't brush your teeth or pick up your toys? Granted, being allowed to love whoever you want is way different than chores and personal hygiene, but God is the lawgiver. He decides what is sin. His standards are much higher than ours. We have laws because God made the law. We have governments because the highest government resides in heaven. We have judges because God is the judge. Christians are not acting as judges when they warn people of their sin. They are only making aware of what God, the judge, has already determined as sin. When we sin, we are committing crimes against God, and any good judge will do what is right and throw the guilty into prison. Wouldn't you get upset if a judge let go his guilty son just because the defendant was his son? So when you are standing before God on Judgment Day, are you going to say, "Well, you should let me go because you love me and you are a loving God"? You can say that, but as a good and just judge, God has no choice but to throw you into prison. Yes, God is loving, but he is also righteous and just, meaning he must deal with all those who willingly lived in sin. God is all good, so he must do away with all that is bad. No evil can exist in his presence. That's why he cast out Lucifer and all the other angels who rebelled against him. But the good news is someone paid your fine so you don't have to be found guilty. Jesus sacrificed himself on the cross, paying your debt, so you may have life everlasting. But Jesus dying on the cross does not automatically guarantee you a spot in heaven. You must confess to the judge, to God, that you did commit those crimes, that you sinned, and you must make an honest promise to him that you will strive to always do what is right. And if you mess up, you will ask for forgiveness and do better next time. And you must also put your faith and trust in the one who paid your fine. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ. Another thing I would like to add about how God relates to us is most of us wonder why God allows evil to happen. We may have heard about free will, but someone could say, "Well, yeah, we do have free will, but can't God just take away the evil after the person chooses to do what's wrong?" I'm going to make this very clear. If it wasn't for evil, we wouldn't know what was good. When tragedy strikes, what do we see? We see people from all walks of life come together in order to help those affected. Because of evil, we are able to see the good in the world, and faith in humanity is restored, right? The media has done a very good job at creating division and making it appear like we all hate each other and that we should hate each other. But when tragedy strikes, we see quite the opposite. So God allows evil in hopes that people will come to see him and know him. God is more relatable than you all may think. And when you come to know him, everything makes so much more sense. I hope you guys are blessed by this message. I love you all.